What is up, guys? Super Quick Video 7 here. I'm bringing you an Uber's battle using a team that I got from my boy Bob and Fishy. He wanted me to use a bulk up Mewtwo team, and I was like, fine, I'll make one later. And I keep forgetting, so he just decided to make one for me, and it looks pretty solid. I got two Scarfers in the form of Tracheon and Genesect. Both are standard. Well, not really standard. Genesect is special, which is rare in Ubers. It is viable though. And then I got Physical Ho-Oh, or just the standard Ho-Oh set. Bulk up Mewtwo, and then standard Fortress and standard Groudon. That's what I got going on. On his team, looks like he's running a stall team with Palkia and Arceus. It could be. I'm thinking it's Arceus Ghost because he's got the spikes with the Groudon. I mean the Skarmory, and then he has Stealth Rock on either Chansey, Groudon, or Heatran, but not really on Heatran. So I'm thinking Chansey or Groudon. When I saw Heatran, I was like really mad because Heatran gets to mow through my team. He gets free switches in on 3 of my Pokemon, and so that's gonna suck. But it doesn't have a reliable recovery, so when it tries to switch in on my Ho-Oh or my Genesect, trying to take U-turns and stuff, it will get worn down, which is good for me. Looking at his leads on his end, I didn't really care. I was just going to leave with Groudon just to get my rocks up because he didn't have any spinner, and rocks would be nice to wear down Heatran, Skarmory, and Chansey. So let's just hop right in here. He decides to leave with Chansey as I leave with my Groudon. We're both just going to exchange Stealth Rocks first turn. And now I'm going to go to my Fortress, trying to spin, and he's going to go for Toxic, so that obviously doesn't affect my Fortress. And now I'm thinking he has Arceus Ghost, so I'm going to go for a Toxic, but no, he's going to go into his Heatran. So that kind of sucks. Now I still think he has Arceus Ghost though, because he has Spike Stack, and it's a stall team, so he needs a spin blocker. But so yeah, I'm going to be wary of that. Now I bring in my Groudon as he Lava Plumes gets a huge hit off. He's gonna switch out because he doesn't see leftovers, so he thinks I might be offensive and outspeed him. And now I'm gonna miss a Fire Blast as he goes for Swords Dance on his Groudon, which really sucks because that would have done a crap ton of damage. It is in the sun, and that Groudon most likely doesn't have the most HP investment. So here I'm gonna go to my Genesect, get the special attack raise, and try and scare him out with an Ice Beam. Although I didn't carry it at this time, but I have changed it. It is still a flamethrower in the sun though, with the special attack raise, so I thought it might KO him. Just trying to catch up with my narration. I'm gonna Roost from my Roost with Ho as he goes to Groudon. I'm gonna be scared out, going to my Fortress, and I get a crit, and he crits me. I don't know if I mentioned this in the team preview, but this was a really hacksy battle, so I decided to upload it just because I thought it'd be funny. That crit kind of sucks because I wanted to get like rocks up or spikes up, maybe Toxic Groudon, because he doesn't have leftovers, although I wanted to get more spikes up, so that's what I went for. Here I'm going to get some nice justice going to my Ho-Oh and dodge the Stone Edge and get the Sacred Fire burn. The burn is pretty expected because it is Sacred Fire and it is 50%, but you'll see that I kind of contradict myself by saying that later on in the match. Now I'm going to go to my Tracheon. This is just a series of me pivot switching, trying to wear him down with burn, since I didn't think I could outspeed him with Tracheon, because most Rock Polish Groudon carry, or most, all of them should be Jolly, because he has Swords Dance and Rock Polish. But no, it turns out that I am able to outspeed him with Tracheon and knock him out with the close combat. So he's gonna bring in his Arceus Ghost. He should have done that a while ago. It was pretty obvious that I was gonna revenge kill him there. So if he knew that I could outspeed him, he should have switched. But he didn't. So I'm gonna go in my Ho-Oh, which is pretty good stop to Arceus Ghost. He's gonna predict my Sacred Fire. Good play on his part. Go into Heatran. And now I'm forced to stay in. This is like the only thing I have for Tran. And he goes for a Dragon Pulse right there, which is really interesting. He should have went for Lava Plume since it was Flash Fire and Sun Boosted and Stab. And there I'm going to go for Brave Bird, get some more justice, and get a crit. And he's going to roar me into Tracheon. Even though I could knock him out with close combat, I'm pretty sure he's going to switch in either Arceus Ghost or Skarmory. So I'm going to go into my Ho-Oh. Here he's going to go into his Heatran and take Sacred Fire easily. I wasn't afraid because I had Stealth Rock and Spikes up, so I know I could just knock him out with the Brave Bird right here. So that's what's going to happen. And next he's going to bring in his Palkia, and I didn't really know what he's going to do, but I knew I needed to save Ho-Oh, and I'm going to go to my Tracheon, and he's going to miss a Draco Meteor. So here I'm going to go for his Stone Edge on the Skarmory. And I was like, well, I'm just going to knock him down so Mewtwo can do something later on. And I actually crit him with the next Stone Edge. So now he's going to go in his Arceus Ghost. And what's going to happen right here, I consider hacks, because this is a Sacred Fire. It's supposed to burn like every single time. it's Scald, but worse. He's gonna Calm Mind, and I'm gonna go for Sacred Fire. I don't get the burn. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's his first time. I can get it next time easily. He's gonna Judge with me, and I'm gonna go for the Roost Pretty, either his Recover or Calm Mind. And if he Calm Minds this time, I'm gonna go for Sacred Fire, and I don't get the burn, which is really weird. That's like twice. And we were talking in the chat, and he's like, whoa, that's really lucky. I'm gonna go for Sacred Fire again. I don't get the burn. That's 3 times now. I'm gonna go for Sacred Fire, and I miss. I don't get the 50% burn, but I get the 5% miss. That's crazy. And now I'm gonna go for Sacred Fire and knock him out. So my Ho is at 8% now, so I'm gonna have to switch out from this Palkia if I want to save it. But no, I believe I just stay in and let it die, because I can clean up with Drakion now. Or even if Drakion were to get killed later on because of that hacks, then I would have been able to clean up with Genesect, or I would have just switched out from my Ho-Oh and saved Ho-Oh. So the Drakion not dying from that move that happened before. I forget what it was, but you'll probably remember. Didn't really matter all that much. So here I'm gonna go to my Mewtwo, just trying to get a bulk up just to show off my set and to see if I can maybe Specs, and I'll be able to live a Fire Blast in the sun and then knock him out, and Mewtwo can get a Mini Swift. But no, it doesn't happen. So here I can just go into my Drakion and go for a close combat and finish off the game, because his chance he's gonna be able to die. So yeah, that was a really hacksy battle, but it was pretty funny, and yeah, it showed off this team. It didn't really show off bulk up Mewtwo at all, but yeah, that's kind of how the team works. It just tries to get hazards up and then sweep late game with Drakion or Mewtwo or Ho. In this case, it was Drakion. So yeah, it's gonna be the game, as I already said. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and leave a comment, because I love reading comments. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna be out of here. See you guys later.